Good afternoon, guys, and welcome to this week's FUTWIZ Team of the Week prediction for Week 3 of Ultimate Team 15. And we're in fairly high spirits after getting 14 out of 18 last week. A pretty good score that, but I do understand it is going to be harder to continue that on into this week, especially given we now have to contend with second informs, the likes of Neymar and Forsberg. They are not in my prediction, but I do know Aaron has got them in his over on Foothead, so I guess we will see who's right. Foothead versus FUTWIZ, yay, gonna be fun. Do be sure to leave a like on the video if you enjoyed, that'll be awesome, and leave your suggestions for any players down below. But okay, starting things off in goal with Lloris, the Spurs keeper, and he had a very good North London derby, making 5 saves in total, including that fantastic save low down to his left. He also looks to be a very, very good card indeed, to be fair, one of the flagship players of this team of the week for sure. Juanfran, the Atletico Madrid right back, and again, a very, very good game from him as Atleti beat Sevilla 4-0. They seem to be breaking into their stride right now, and Juanfran also got an 8 rating on Marca, which should secure his spot in Team of the Week. Phil Jagielka scored that absolute thunderbolt to tie up the Merseyside derby. Not exactly what we know him for, but yes, what a goal that was, and he's going to be a pretty solid card. Vedran Chorluka, the former Spurs centre-back, he scored twice as Lokomotiv 1-2-1. Looks pretty good, but perhaps lacks a bit of pace in some people's books. Sorry, they won 3-1, not 2-1, that is my mistake. And then speaking of pace, Patrick Herrmann, the Borussia Mönchengladbach right mid, and he scored a goal and got into Kicker's Team of the Week as Mönchengladbach beats Bundesliga New Boys Paderborn 2-1. And yeah, he looks to be a very, very fast card indeed. Albin Ekdal, the Cagliari centre mid, and he scored a hat-trick as Cagliari shocked Inter Milan 4-1. A fantastic result that for them. And Ekdal looks to be a good card for a silver, to be fair. Good height down there as well. 186 is about, what, 6'1", 6'2". So yeah, he's going to be good. Landon Donovan, MLS Player of the Week. 1 goal and 3 assists as they beat New York Red Bulls 4-0. LA Galaxy did. Going to be the first of many cards for him, of course. Nolito, the Celta Vigo left winger. A very underrated player, this guy. Absolute class in real life. And he put in another fantastic performance, scoring the only goal of the match as a Celta beat Elche 1-0. But he also got an 8.5 on Marca, which was the same as both Messi and Neymar got this weekend. So it should be enough to see him into the team. Edin Dzeko, the Man City striker, and he scored twice as City beat Hull 4-2 in that thoroughly entertaining game. Of course, City were 2-0 up. Hull came back, but City did eventually finish them off, and Dzeko's going to be a good card, as he always is. Carlos Tevez scored twice for Juventus as they won 3-0, I think it was. Yes, they beat Atlanta 3-0. He also got an 8 rating on Gazzetta. Should be enough to see him into Team of the Week, but I'm not quite sure on this one. And then Filip Djordjevic, another Serie A striker. He scored a hat-trick for Lazio as they beat Palermo 4-0 tonight. He doesn't look quite as good as Tevez does, though. Onto the bench, Roman Bürki, the Freiburg keeper, Kickers Bundesliga Player of the Week for this week. 8 saves as Freiburg got a good point against Leverkusen, and he's going to be a top card. Look at those stats for a silver keeper. They are mad. Razvan Rat, the PAOK left back, no other way of saying that, I don't think. He scored twice as they beat OFI Crete 4-0. Again, going to be a pretty decent card. Garani Undor, the Mets centre mid, and he was unbelievably good as they beat Ream 3-0. Is it Ream? What did I say Ream for? I have no idea how you say it. Ream is not how you say it, Sam, for fuck's sake. But they beat R-E-I-M-S. I'm going to have to spell these teams out now. They beat them 3-0, and he was fantastic. Busman as well, the left back, also got 2 assists, and Juan Falcon, the striker, the Venezuelan striker, also scored 2 goals. But I've opted for Undor after also getting an 8 rating in the L'Equipe Team of the Week, whereas Busman and Falcon only got 7s. And if I was struggling with names, you wait for this one. Valeri Valeri Kaziashvili. There we go. I've got that. He scored a hat-trick as Vitesse won 6-2 at the weekend. A bunch of high-scoring games in the Bundesliga this weekend. It was absolutely mad. Something like, what, I'm not sure how many goals on Saturday alone, but it must be close to about 25. Ridiculous. And Valeri, I'm just going to call him Valeri, was very, very good. Fernando Uribe, the Millonarios striker, he scored 4 times, all 4 goals, as they beat Fortaleza 4-0. Leo Baptistao scored a brace for the 2nd game in a row as Vallecano beat Levante 2-0. Levante really struggling, also got an 8.5 rating on Marca. And finally, Kolbeinn Sigthorsson, and he scored a hat-trick for Ajax as they beat NAC Breda 5-2. Davy Klaassen also got 3 assists in that game, so could get an inform at centre mid instead of Kolbeinn. But yes guys, that is this week's Team of the Week prediction. Do be sure to leave a like on the video if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you are new to the channel, that would be fantastic. And yeah, I'll see you all soon, not sure when because I'm a bit busy at the moment. But yeah, goodbye guys, bye.